Yeah. Never look back. Hey, see this that championship music right here. That game 7, 3 seconds left on the clock. Are you gonna take it? Don't lose your focus. Yeah,
focus, you gotta focus. Else you're hopeless what you choose. Win or lose, you know the rules.
Never give up, just keep your head up. Despite the pressure, it's gonna get better. You gotta get it, it's now or never.
Focus, you gotta focus. Else you're hopeless what you choose. Win or lose, you know the rules.
Never give up, just keep your head up. Despite the pressure, it's gonna get better. You gotta get it, it's now or never. I'm like Brock, Brady in his prime. Houston 95 against all odds. I promise I will rise. I got that Jordan drive, it will to win. Cause from deep within, boy, I get it in. From the start to the very end, me and it to win. Switch it up, it's 2 minutes left. Gotta get the touch. I'm like Tebow when it comes to clutch. You can count on me, 4th and go, and I'm gonna score. That's the Super Bowl, I'll get that ring. Had to catch my dream, did it with my team. Feel like Poppy bottom of the ninth on our second out. Up the back, and the base is loaded, and we down by 3. Home run on the second strike. Tried to throw a curve, I'm on course. Winning is the source. We headed up north, that's to the top. I won't ever drop, I won't ever stop. Popping bottles of the champagne, had to make it rain. We the best, we the team that's left. Told y'all we was next, won't lose my focus. I ain't never hopeless, I ball out like Kobe.
Focus, you gotta focus. Else you're hopeless what you choose. Win or lose, you know the rules.
Never give up, just keep your head up. Despite the pressure, it's gonna get better. You gotta get it, it's now or never.
Focus, you gotta focus. Else you're hopeless what you choose. Win or lose, you know the rules.
Never give up, just keep your head up. Despite the pressure, it's gonna get better. You gotta get it, it's now or never.
And welcome to another episode of That's Debatable. I'll let you take it away, Will.
Beat me to the punch. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of That's Debatable. We're here for episode 12.
Yes, sir.
I'm Will Ward alongside my man Jeremiah Bays.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Always the voice of reason, who's hot and ready right now.
Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all share.
You know me, Ryan Dietrich in the corner.
The voice of reason over there, man.
Something like that.
What up, fellas, man? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How was y'all weeks? How was y'all weekends, man? Let me know what's up. Catch up with me.
Very good, man. I had an excellent weekend. Got the chance to play golf at the Golf Club of Dublin. My brother asked me to play in the UA Pub 12th Annual Golf Outing. So Upper Arlington Pub off Henderson and Durker Road. Great time. City barbecue afterwards, 4-man scramble. We had swag bags, hot dog at lunch. It was awesome. We had a good time. So my game was a little rusty. Took me a few holes to get going, but I kind of carried the team.
Okay.
But we had an excellent time. So weather was a little cold and windy, but hey, it's October.
Yeah, fall's here. We finally feel it. That's what's up, though, bro. What up, Will? You was off last week?
Yeah, I was off last week. Took a trip out to the West Coast, the best coast for me right now. Got a chance to get some of that sunshine out in California. Sorry for the happens next week, but I know my guys, they filled in and did an excellent job as always. But other than that, came right back to Columbus, and I got to call a soccer game for Bishop Hartley last week. I got to do a Friday night show, went down to Columbus Blue Jackets, opened them up last week. So I was pretty busy last week, but
love them hot
brand new week and just ready to keep on hitting it, keep on doing what we're doing, and that's about it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I had, long week of work as always. Weekend was pretty cool. We had a little. What we do Saturday? Oh yeah, now Saturday. This past weekend though was the. We ain't getting into high school yet, but this past weekend was my class reunion and stuff. I didn't actually go, but I seen pictures, I seen things, and I seen a lot of the stuff on the internet. Looked like the guys and girls had a good time, man. Shout out to the class of 2011 at Eastmore Academy. back when I was in high school 10 years ago, it was a little stormy for me. And I had some classmates, some people helped me prevail, helped me get through a real dark, tough time back then. So shout out to them. Hey, everybody turned up. Even once we get into the high school, they did their thing. I went to go see Spider-Man. I'm gonna say Spider-Man, Venom. That's kind of a spoiler because if you see the ending, you would know why I just said that. But but the new Venom Carnage, that was actually a pretty good movie. That was dope. Yeah.
I was a big fan of the first one. I like Tom Hardy a lot.
Well, I don't know how dude keep getting these roles, but he not the dude who played Carnage. His name escaped me right now, but he be killing Woody Harrelson. Yeah, he got a wide range from anger management to Zombieland. Yeah, he all over the place. Yep. I think he did his thing. Yeah, he did his thing in that movie too. So yeah, that was pretty cool. That was it. I didn't do too much, man. Caught up with some games, football, high school, college, NFL, NBA is coming up. Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
We definitely got a lot on the plate, that's for sure. And you just mentioned it, talking about Eastmore, so Jer, how about you hit us quick with a little bit of Columbus Metro High School football recap.
So in the South Division over the weekend, Eastmore, like I said, that was also the reunion game for class of 2011, and Eastmore did their thing, 53-0, just whooped on Walnut Ridge. Shout out to them boys of the Warriors. They definitely put on, but not just Eastmore. Marion Franklin had West last Thursday night, and they smoked West like I thought they would, 47-6. Briggs lost to South 20-62. Afrocentric with the stinker. They've been balling all year, so I know them young men is gonna bounce back next week. Hopefully not actually, because they got my Warriors. But they lost to I High. Shout out to the 76ers, 42-6. Of course, this Thursday coming up, you could be watching Thursday Night Football with the Browns, or you could be watching Thursday Night Football with the Warriors and Afrocentric. And the Afrocentric is 6-2, Warriors is 4-3, but the Warriors is gonna definitely get it done. Marion Franklin at South Friday night. I High at Ridge. I High is 4-4. Ridge is 1-6. This hasn't been a good year for the Scots. I'm not a big fan of the Scots. Weston Briggs is the battle of the stinkers, 0-8 and 1-5. They gonna get it done though. Somebody gotta win, right? Unless it ends in a draw.
Right.
But yeah, that's my little high school recap, man. Shout out to those young men. Shout out to Eastmore Academy.
Right.
I got a little shout out right quick, man. OCC first win against Olentangy Orange. Got their first win of the season. They was on 9. Have been battling a lot. We're on 8, excuse me. Have been battling a lot. Had got a lot of close wins, but was getting shut out like 2 games. But finally got the first win against Hilliard Bradley. So Olentangy Orange, hey, good job of keep fighting and not just giving up. And that's my one little high school take. Shout out to Bishop Hartley, who's still rolling. They went up to St. Vincent St. Mary, played them up there, and really got the job done. They're going to be back here this weekend to play UA. So it's going to be a big game. I believe they play at Ohio Dominican, I believe, but don't quote me on that.
I think that's right.
But that's the end of our high school showdown.
Yeah.
All right, next up on the list, we've got to throw in a little love to the ladies. We had the WNBA finish up their season just over the last couple of days. You might have seen some headlines. Candace Parker got her second WNBA title. The Chicago Sky won their first NBA title as a franchise.
Brought it home.
And that's right, on their home court.
Hopefully they setting the tone for them Bulls.
And they were there you go, that's right, man. And it was actually the first number 6 seed, the lowest seed to win the WNBA title ever. So
oh yeah, they did that.
That's pretty cool. And Candace Parker's been around for quite a while. I believe she was the number 1 overall in 2008.
Yeah,
so I definitely remember
Lisa Leslie.
You do, yeah, that's right.
So yeah, she was drafted. That's when she won her first ring. Lisa Leslie last year, I believe. Yeah,
I think so,
if I'm not mistaken. And coming off a college title in Tennessee as well.
Yep.
She was averaging 13.3, 8 points, 8.6 rebounds in the regular season, 14 points in the postseason, 8.4 rebounds, 4.4 assists. Yeah, Queen Goat did her thing. I don't know if Queen Goat's a thing, but it's a thing right now. Queen Goat did her thing. Shout out Candace Parker.
That's heavy, man. Queen Goat already, huh?
Yeah, well, I mean, why not? And her resume ain't Oh, you got Diana Taurasi and all of them.
Right,
but
right. Hey, respect on that
I grew
name,
up on
though.
Candace Parker, man, just from her in the Tennessee days. So that's
Right.
my GOAT. Like they say with LeBron, that's their GOAT. Candace Parker, my GOAT. In the WNBA at least.
Shout out to the Sky.
Yeah. Chicago, set the tone for the Bulls, baby. Yeah. Watch, we gonna make some upsets.
I like it. All right, and we're sticking with some basketball action. Brings us to like probably, what is this, your Christmas tomorrow, like the biggest day of the year, man?
Yeah.
It's
Hitting them with the
Christmas
NBA opener.
Yeah.
/ New Year's Day.
Okay. Yeah. It's a guy. It's a couple guys on that poster that's not playing tomorrow. But you know the big couple. You know the big two. KD, James Harden, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton ring night. Should be a big night, and I definitely think the Nets is gonna spoil it. What you think, Will? That's the first game.
I can't go with you on that, man. You can't spoil ring night. You lose one of your number one guns, man. I think they call it a distraction, but
He's
I
not a
respect
distraction,
everything
bro. They
that
be
number
capping on
11
my
doing,
guy.
man.
They be capping on my guy. I cape for Kyrie.
I cape for Kyrie too, man. I respect every single thing that man doing right now. But we'll get into that after a second. You asked the question, do I think they're gonna play spoiler? No. And definitely in that second game, the Warriors against the Lakers, man, Lake Show is here to do what they were supposed to been doing a long time ago. New guys, new faces, new places. Carmelo, got my man Monk. Got a lot of guys that's going to be doing a lot of things for the senior citizen crew. Going to be showing out for them.
They just gonna turn it on.
They just going to turn it on, man.
You been watching? I mean, it's just preseason.
It's preseason.
It's just preseason.
It was preseason. There was nothing to be built up about it. What you want to go over, the 20 turnovers by Russ?
In 2 games, or not even. We ain't got to discuss the rest. So this is they're gonna turn it around from the last game of the preseason to the first game of the regular season, just like that.
Just
More
like Jamar
composed.
Chase.
Exactly. I couldn't even get it out, man. I didn't want to throw that in his face. But we seen how when
Did he score
Joe gets
yesterday?
the ball thrown over to Jamar,
Dude, right.
it's sticking to his gloves. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna say that they're gonna not struggle in the beginning. There may be a little couple bumpy roads, but tomorrow I think they should be able to get it done. If Clay's coming back and you got
Clay's
Wiggins
playing game 1. Can you look that up real quick? You got it?
What's that?
Clay.
If Clay's back.
Is Clay playing tomorrow? I don't think Clay's playing tomorrow.
We'll take a peek at the roster.
Watch the WNBA. Come on, man.
But yeah, just to hit the headlines tomorrow, the NBA season opens up tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
You've got Nets at Milwaukee Bucks. That would be a rematch of the Eastern Conference semifinals.
The final, the Eastern Conference finals, but Eastern Conference semis.
Semis, and then at 10 o'clock Eastern after that, you got Golden State going into L.A., seeing King James. Hopefully the Warriors
Rematch of the
show up,
play-in.
kind of like Will. Rematch of the play-in.
Now it came down to a last second shot. Bron did hit it, so I think this game might be a little different.
You're going to see a lot more. To me, I think you're going to see an expanded shot range from King
Steph.
James. For Steph,
Steph always got the best of us. That's all I know.
Yeah, but it's a new type of ball game now. It's a new team. It's
How?
a new thought. Because they know what they want to come and do. Everybody's been kind of counting them out, saying they too old. So they're going to play a different kind of ball, run it through AD, and just get the ball around. Only thing that's going to stop them is health, as every team goes through health. So barring health, barring injuries, maybe we get the trades coming in. Who knows? Remember how that 2016? No, not 16. That was championship year. That was 17 when they had all D-Rose and all the players that came into Cleveland. And they shipped them all right back out.
They're not flushing none of them players out. They can't. Not this year.
Shout out to my man JoJo. Let's go Lakers, man.
The Lakers.
Nope, I'm rooting for Warriors tomorrow.
I think Steph and them is gonna get. Steph got a point to prove. He don't he missed the playoffs last year. Really should have. But they had to do the play-in thing. But they originally beat the Grizzlies last year to even get the AFC for the play-in, and they lost to the Lakers. That then they ended up losing to the Grizzlies that they already beat them right before that Laker game. So they didn't make the playoffs. I think Steph was the runner-up to MVP last year, or maybe he was third. He was either second or third.
Right. Yeah.
But so Steph still got some stuff to prove. At then whether if Clay's there or not, I think they're gonna get it done.
Every team
Some nice
has
little
something to
additions.
prove.
Even Andrew Wiggins got a
Especially
shot.
day one.
Yeah, everybody's saying they the defending champions are going in for the championship. And everybody has a chance to play for the championship. So if you're viewing right now, shout your team out. NBA season's coming up. Shout your NBA team out. Say who you're going to pull for, who you're going to root for. Say who's going to potentially be the NBA champs.
There you go. I like it.
Kevin Durant, Finals MVP.
Yeah. Put that on put it in the books, man.
Yeah.
We got to start
I'm on
keeping
record.
track.
Finals MVP?
Finals MVP.
They got to make it to the finals first.
Kevin Durant get his third Finals
You got to
MVP.
make it to the finals first.
Yeah,
They
but they definitely
playoffs.
spoiling ring night.
Don't tell them with playoffs.
We got to see how it go with Kyrie though, because
Well, yeah.
I don't
A lot of
100%
question
trust.
A lot of question marks.
I don't know if I can 100% trust James in them pivotal moments, but we'll see. We'll see how it go. I know KD almost not single-handedly, but tried to bring down the Knicks last year with a banged-up team. So we'll see how it go. Were they healthy? We definitely gonna be ready. It's gonna be a lot of turn stuff because I'm gonna be talking a lot of trash every time the Lakers lose. You already know how it go.
It's expected.
They already. It's just like I said, it's just preseason. Yeah. All right. Well, regular season starts tomorrow. My regular season starts on Wednesday. I should be making my way to Detroit. Just everything should work out. Where I'm making my way to Detroit to see my new Bulls open up against the number 1 pick, Cade Cunningham. And Detroit might be the move a lot this year. They tickets is for the low.
Buy one get one free, probably.
Pretty much. I'm talking. They start at 25. What's good, Shard? Get off my Lakers back. It's early. You don't even like the players on your team, fam. But he's a real Laker fan. But yeah, we'll see, man. It's gonna be a long season, but it might actually be a good season. It really starts for every team that play tomorrow night. It starts in the postseason, and can the Warriors even make the postseason? Most likely when Klay returns, because that's gonna take a lot of pressure on Steph. And what Steph did last year as the what do you have? 32 points last year. Man, Steph was amazing, and with Klay, you can't leave Klay either. So hey, that'll open up the floor a lot.
Last year. And this year is gonna be a whole
he got help.
Ball game. You got a lot of guys knowing what
he got reinforcements.
Yeah, all right.
Klay,
you're gonna see.
Klay put up 70 without dribbling.
I believe it.
So yeah, but
I want to get some of y'all thoughts on Kyrie. Whether y'all think he should take the vaccine, whether he should continue to stand strong, or they saying he gonna miss out a lot of money. Kyrie saying it ain't about the money. I believe what Kyrie is saying is 100% factual. He's standing strong as a man, not letting the NBA dictate to what he should be doing. And I think that's more important than money in its own. At some point, you got to stand in what you believe in or fall for whatever the league is going to make you do. So
it's not the NBA though. It's the state of New York. It's the state of New York and the state of California and wherever else. And then it's the Kyrie and the vaccine. Like, I'm torn, not like torn, but it's like I can't kill him for it because I understand it as a man, but as somebody who I need you, fam. Like, if you defending me, like, bro, get that shot. Your teammates a sacrifice. You got to sacrifice, and you just got to keep being the voice that you think you claiming to be. But standing strong because if people gonna lose their jobs anyway, fam. Regardless if you realize it or not, people gonna lose their jobs regardless. People either lazy, they ain't trying to go get it, or they ain't do what they supposed to do in them certain areas. Now, you can't. I don't know how he's gonna stand. I don't know how he's standing on it, man. It's like I get it. Like I said, I get it, but like, man, obviously I'm rooting for the Nets. I really want to believe in KD, but I need my dude number 11, man.
It's a tough cause.
Man, get the shot, bro.
Get the shot. I mean, you losing people.
Get the
jobs,
derma.
but at the same
Don't
time,
go Johnson. Get the derma.
So it's a tough call, but I'd like just to see how he's standing strong. He's just not falling over and just saying, all right, whatever. That's the one thing I like about it. Do I stand with him and saying not getting the vaccine? Believe you need to get the vaccine for real in order to, protect the community, protect people. But like you said, it's a double-edged sword, man.
Yep.
I'm outside every day. I ain't never caught COVID. Like, oh yeah, knock on wood, but I work outside for a living. And I don't know, man. My views on it is a little different, man. But we ain't here to talk about COVID and the vaccine.
Well, Kyrie's gonna play. All right. Hot NBA action tomorrow. I think there's only 2 games tomorrow. The 4 premier teams. I think the rest of the league is in action on a Wednesday to kick off the regular season, like we said. So NBA is underway. We'll be coming at you with highlights, scores, all that business, and the latest updates with Kyrie, of course. And that'll take us back into the world of football.
So we got some comments on the vaccine. You want to read them or?
I hit him off. So my man Richard, he said, I think he should do whatever he wants. If he wants to hoop, take the vaccine. Give yourself the best chance for a ring. If don't want to hoop, don't take the shot. So either take the shot or don't take any shots at all.
Pretty plain and simple.
He need to take the shot like he did on Steph. That's what he need.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Byron, just get the vaccine, making it harder than it needs to be. Certainly adding a lot of complication to things, And that's the
unnecessary
thing.
headlines.
Sports, it's about the team.
And he's not a media.
About
He's
the
not a
man,
media
right?
favorite. Yeah, he's not a media favorite. So the headlines just go every time they crush on all the.
That's when you sign up for an organization. It's about the team. It's about chips. It's about rings. It's about wins, right? Ain't that the whole? That's the debate, though.
Yes.
You know what I mean? All right. With that, we're gonna roll into the world of football. Before we get to the NFL, we are going to hit it off with the college football. The new AP Top 25 rankings just came out yesterday, I believe. Right over the corner of, there you go. Corner of Willie's shoulder. Most things stay the same. Iowa was the big upset, getting beat at home by Purdue, and I actually saw a stat about Purdue. They have the most wins against a number 2 or higher ranked team as an unranked opponent than anybody else anybody else. So they have 9 wins against a number 2 or number 1 seed as an unranked opponent. And the second behind that is like Arizona.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of the wins is against Ohio State too.
Yep.
Probably more than one.
So whatever it is, Purdue's got the mojo. Iowa's offense just stalled out, couldn't do anything. So that shaked things up a little bit. Number 1, Georgia. Number 2, University of Cincinnati. Very cool to see the Bearcats in there. They've been taking care of business.
You think they're going to stay?
They have covered the spread 6 straight weeks in a row.
Yeah.
There we
smoked their opponent, too.
Number 3, Oklahoma. 4, Alabama. Ohio State at 5.
The disrespect.
Michigan at 6, Penn State at 7, Oklahoma State at 8, Michigan State at 9, and Oregon at 10. Round out your top 10. You've got 4 Big Ten teams in the top 10. Certainly makes the case for strongest argument for strongest division in college football. Excuse me. The SEC has always held that title of toughest division, but the Big Ten certainly makes their case for that a little bit.
But Iowa just did that, and that's why they shot them all the way down to 11. It's like, you went, almost 9 spots down. They went 9 spots down.
Yeah, that's what happens when you lose at home to an unranked opponent. So that was certainly the big upset of the week. Alabama got back on their feet, rolled Mississippi State. Let's see, Kentucky had their first true test in Georgia.
It was shaky. First half, it was a battle. First quarter was a battle. Then after that, Georgia just woke up. Once Georgia woke up, it was a wrap.
Georgia is good, that's for sure.
Yeah, but how good? Because we've seen a good Georgia team still get smoked in a championship.
We got a lot of the rest of the season to figure that out and see. Nebraska looked pretty poor against a not very good Minnesota team. Nebraska showed up against Michigan, gave them a good game the week before, and then laid an egg against a bad team. That's what the Huskers do.
Pretty much.
Let's see. Oklahoma State and Texas was the highlight of the Big 12 over the weekend. Let's see. Number 12, Oklahoma State beat them 32-24. Yeah. BYU got upset by Baylor.
That's back-to-back losses for Texas.
Arkansas was upset by Auburn. Bo Nix and Auburn got their game back together, beat Arkansas. So a little thing shaking up in the top 25. You'll see some unfamiliar logos up there. For instance, we have Texas San Antonio, the Roadrunners at 24. Southern Methodist University at 21. San Diego State at 22. So some new faces. And, of course, Coastal Carolina at number 14, just rolling, putting up points. So it's nice to see some new kind of mid-major teams in the top 25 of college football for sure. And I like seeing University of Cincinnati up there, repping the state of Ohio, the highest-ranked team from Ohio. Nobody would have guessed that before the season.
Bama should be 5. I don't care. Ohio State should be back at 2. I'm at 4. That's just a fan.
That's a tough call, man.
That's just a fan.
No matter how big of a fan I am for Ohio State, that team is looking young, inexperienced, shaky at times. And you put Ohio State up against any team in that top 4 right now, including UC. I don't know if I want to put all your money on the Buckeyes, man, because I'm not putting my money on it. Right
I never put my money on the Buckeyes.
All right, then. So they shouldn't be.
You lose your fan card.
Nah,
Gone.
nah, man. That's
Hey, you
what,
got to be a smart better at
Buckeyes
some
look
point.
good. Since they took that loss, they've been rolling, but a lot of season left. So they got big game coming up the day before Halloween. They got Penn State at night.
That'll be a big test for them. So.
It'll be huge.
yeah, Penn State still.
Let's see,
recover.
for all the fan back in Kansas, K-State lost. They looked terrible against Iowa State. Iowa State rolled into Manhattan, got their first win in Manhattan since like 2005. It was pretty ugly. Kansas State struggling. Iowa State ain't very good, but that's the way it goes.
As my man Byron Johnson just pointed out, Ed Orgeron is out of there for LSU next season. So
that was the other headline I forgot.
be on the lookout for maybe Mr. Gruden, Mr. Myers, a couple other names that might pop up at LSU.
What's Gruden? The one that just
John Boy.
Where's Jay at? Who's hired Jay?
Oh, John may be coming back to the collegiate rankings, but I don't think so. I think John is done.
He's about to go MIA.
Yeah.
Isn't that something? Go from winning a national championship,
best news
sending
of college this
19
week.
of 22 NFL starters to the NFL 2 years ago, and you're already without a job.
It's
His
the
whole
nature
squad
of the
is
beast,
his
man.
whole squad is balling in the league right now, literally.
Crazy.
Yeah, grittying it all the way up. Shout out to my man Jamar Chase.
Yo.
Yeah, okay, but
Shout out to my man Joe B.
yeah, okay, yeah, Justin Jefferson been doing that.
Right. All right. Quick little rundown. We're going to send y'all a short commercial break. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. We'll dive into the NFL Week 6 recap, get to our ballers of the week, all that good stuff. So sit tight. And a couple commercials brought to you by us.
Yeah.
We'll be
Share,
back.
like, and share.
It's golf season in Central Ohio. The Recreation and Parks Department of Columbus operates and maintains 6 affordable courses to test golfers of all abilities. Wilson Road, the Airport Course, Mintel Memorial, Turnberry, Raymond Memorial, and Champions Golf Course. Each municipal course is open to the public, affordable, and offers a unique golfing experience. Want to test your swing at each course? Try the City Sampler or the City Sampler Plus package. These package deals are an even cheaper way to play all 6 city courses. Restrictions apply to tee time availability. Visit crpdgolf.com for more information. Listen up, Columbus. There's a new classic rock station in town. 97.5 The Bear is coming to you from Upper Arlington. Your source for classic rock all the time. All the time. We hear those other stations in town do a lot of talking and not enough rocking. You're here for rock radio, not talk radio. Tune in to 97.5 The Bear. At 97.1 The Fan, the sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and after a year of lockdown, we can't wait to get back outside and onto the golf course. Sunshine and needing permission to golf means that Mother's Day is just around the corner. We believe it's incredibly important to show our gratitude and appreciation to the ones we love. So tell us about the woman in your life who held your family together during the pandemic. Go to diamondseller.com, click the Get Out and Shine contest link, and tell us why she matters most for your chance to win. The winner selected will get to design their own handcrafted Diamond Seller Mother's Day pendant. A once-in-a-lifetime global pandemic means a once-in-a-lifetime giveaway for a once-in-a-lifetime woman.
You're the real MVP.
While you're on our website, browse our beautiful selection of designer earrings, necklaces, and jewelry in our easy-to-use online gallery. And if you are ready to get outside, book an in-store appointment at one of our exclusive Diamond Seller locations and let us cater to every detail. When it's finally time to get back out in public, make sure she outshines the rest. Howdy folks, Big Mike here at Mike Howard Ford Lincoln Mercury. We've been your neighbors for quite a long time, so you know me, and you know why they call me Big Mike. For over 50 years, I've owned and operated the biggest American-made car dealership in Ohio. Our 16,000 square foot showroom is the largest indoor showroom in the Midwest. We have the largest selection of Ford F-150s, that's America's best-selling truck, and most importantly, we have the biggest sale of the year. The Mike Howard Ford Lincoln Mercury annual Memorial Day sale is the best time of year to buy a new car, truck, or wagon. We offer 0% interest and 0 cash down at signing with low monthly payments when financed through our finance department. And for our veterans, we are offering a $2,000 rebate on the purchase of a new vehicle. This Memorial Day, you can't find lower prices than Mike Howard Ford Lincoln Mercury. So come on down to any of our locations in Athens, Cleveland, or Columbus. I'm Big Mike Howard. I'll see you Memorial Day.
And welcome back to That's Debatable. Still Will Ward alongside Jeremiah Bays.
Yeah.
Ryan Dietrich as the voice of reason.
What's up? Alrighty, gang. It's that time where we talk about probably what we know most about, and that's the NFL. At least that's what we follow most closely until the NBA kicks off. So pretty wild week in the NFL Week 6. It's not just over yet. It is Monday night. Tonight we got the Bills and the Titans.
Yeah.
But we're going to give a quick read-through of the scores, starting with Thursday night, NFL Week 6. Whoever, take it away, boys.
You know what? Tampa had whooped on Philly. Actually, that game was Philly played them tough, man. Philly has been a tough out. Now their record ain't the best, like 1-5, but they've been a tough out. So you can't sleep on them, even though Hurts ain't really making the best completions and all of that. Receivers are dropping the ball, but he still got some wiggle room. But yeah, Bucks got it done. Goes into the London game.
Yeah, Sunday morning. Let's see, Jacksonville. Urban
First
Meyer
win.
is still winless in the United States.
Right.
Yeah, he needs the Buckeyes.
But Urban Meyer gets his first win in London. Miami, Jacksonville. Sorry, London, you're not getting the best matchups, but that's the way it goes.
All right, so we got Green Bay defeating the Bears.
I still own you.
14.
I still own you game.
That's one of the biggest comments of hey, Aaron Rodgers always has some big, kind of headline.
He's spicy with the mouth, man.
Yeah.
Okay, he ain't throw the season like I thought he was gonna do. All right, but man, he's spicy with it. Watch, wait till y'all. I don't know when we match up, but I can't wait, man.
Oh, it's coming, man. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Go pack, go. No pack, no. Yeah, bro. You already know what time it is. You already know.
But he's also not wrong. 22-5, 57 touchdowns, like 14 picks. Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears.
Yeah.
That's not debatable.
Yeah, it's the Bears. He don't own them
The
Vikings,
Bears.
though. He don't own Minnesota.
All right, Willie, you guys got a big win.
Yes, sir. Even against your thoughts, Ryan, from last week, you thought the
I don't know
Lions
what
were
he
gonna
was
pull it
thinking.
off.
I'm wrong a good amount of time.
34-11, went up to Detroit, handled business, and pretty much they scored those 11 points against the backup squad.
Yep.
So the offense looking pretty good. Not getting too excited, but
Chase touchdown streak stop.
yeah. It
For
is
now.
what it is. They got two high safeties up top trying to stop everything that Joe and Chase was trying to put together, but it's all right, though. Indy beats Houston 31-3. New York
November
Giants
21st.
fall
you already
to
know
the
what time it
Rams
is.
38-11. Man, Jared's Minnesota Vikings squeaked it out 34-28.
Man, it was some
against
fluke. We
Carolina.
really dominated. And I said Sam Darnold was gonna have another bad game, man. But we really dominated that game. Now it was a little field goal thing. I think they got some little fluke, man. They got a couple fourth downs. Once Patrick Peterson went down, Dancer got smoked twice. So it's like we really dominated that game, and the Vikings is really looking strong. That's a strong 3-3. And if you check the standings today, the Vikings is 7th, and that's a playoff team in today's playoffs. So if the playoffs started this weekend, we'd be facing whoever the 4th spot is.
I think they're going to be facing Tampa Bay, but we're not going to talk about that because we
Tampa
know
Bay.
where they would head to. Tampa Bay's not had the number 1 seed. So
Currently, because Arizona ain't lost yet.
Yes,
See, because in my mind, we already beat Arizona. So that's how I know. Look who's at the top. And the only team who is only one blemish on their record that's not really a blemish. It's the missed field goal against week 2 against the Vikings.
In your mind, you guys beat Arizona. In my mind, we're number 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
y'all don't look better than the Ravens, even though y'all look better than the Browns. So I'll just give you that much.
there we go. That's making improvement. We're moving on up the chain.
All right, man. I've been caping for
Next
the Browns
game,
too.
Baltimore beat
You already
the
know.
Chargers, which was one of the marquee games of the week, 34-6. Arizona keeps on rolling to the dog pile. Arizona's now
God.
6-0,
That's my
37-14. Shut Cleveland out in the second half. No points in the second half. One Hail Mary to get Cleveland a touchdown right before the half.
going on,
So
Brownies?
that dog pound, you just losing my man Holmes, or not Holmes, Hunt, Kareem Hunt.
Chubb
he was already down. Chubb.
Baker
so,
banged up. OBJ
who knows
hurt
where
again.
OBJ
Dropping
is?
passes still.
So that dog pound, where they at though? So
You don't get no bark out of me this week.
no barks.
All right, speaking of the Browns real quick, for those of you out there that didn't see Baker's halftime Hail Mary, we got it for you. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
What happened?
And we're back. No Hail Mary.
He threw it
Just
back.
a little technical difficulties.
You got 3 seconds here. They'll probably just launch one down the end zone. You got the bunch up top. Those guys are going to be your Hail Mary.
This is
7 defensive backs for Arizona. Pressure coming. Mayfield able to get away, and now he'll uncork it for the end zone. Ball in the air, and it's caught! It's caught! Donovan Peoples-Jones! Baker's prayer is answered from 57 yards out to end the first half.
I like the comments.
Baker did an excellent job of navigating the pressure up front, and look at that. I mean, he waited for that ball to hit him in the chest. He's got to high point that thing, but an excellent job to secure that thing inside. Oh, the Cardinals are just sick to their stomach right now. Giving up a freebie.
Well, that was half of the Browns' points right before the half. See what happens this week coming up. But in the next game, we have
Quick
Vegas
turnaround. They got a quick
against
turnaround.
Denver.
Bounce back after a weird week. Now I kind of touched on it. Now I didn't mention he was gonna get fired or nothing like that last week, but I was like, them emails came out and little racist, this little what's the word? Not sexist.
Misogynistic.
Yeah, misogynistic. Yeah, misogynistic. All that.
Sexist, homophobic, all those kinds
all
of
that
things.
stuff.
but
You know,
that was a
Negative
quick
publicity.
turnaround because he lost his job, I think, the next day after we
yeah,
got off
they
air
said he
Wednesday.
got. They said they gave him the option to. Now, I also work for. I got my CDLs, right, and I got my CDLs through the state of Ohio now. And I kind of ran into a little hiccup there, though. So they gave me the option. Instead of firing me, they said, yo, you can resign. I mean, you able to come back. So that's what they did with Gruden. They said, we ain't going to fire you. Now, we can really get in the deep of why certain coaches of certain things get certain labels and then other coaches get other labels. But I know that's what they gave him, that option. I've been in that seat before. So they're like, yeah, man, sure, I'll resign. You ain't going to tell me that I got fired. Nah, man, I left on my own. Pressure got too hot.
But the Raiders surprised me showing up and taking care of business. They beat Denver
Derek Carr, but
34-24.
got back
Denver
on
looked
track.
bad. Denver looked real bad. That's kind of the takeaway, I think. I don't know. Raiders turned it around.
I think Denver are who we thought they were at the beginning of the season. I think they had that 3-0 start that made them look pretty good. But Denver is just Denver without. I mean, they got Teddy B, who's looking decent, but
That's 3 straight, though, so.
we see how the Vegas see how they continue during the season because they're hot one week, they fall off next week. So
Yep.
it's definitely not having
They
a
should
head
win
coach.
again next week, though. So, yeah.
So we'll see. And then in the final game of the weekend was Dallas against New England, who went into overtime.
That was a great
Shout
game.
out to my man Diggs with another interception, who's looking like right now the rookie of the year. So it's going to be
Not
hard.
a rookie of the year, defensive player of the year.
All right, hang on, guys. You mean shout out
He in the second season.
to this Trayvon?
Interception there. Remember the one that loses the
This
game.
one?
Is that the play where he
The
gave
one that about cost him the game?
To the end zone. One play later, the Patriots strike magic.
But he got greedy, though. Like, he
Double
came
move
up
on
on
Diggs.
him.
They come right back. Diggs, you want to go ahead and be
And the play got made
aggressive?
on them. But
You're gonna go ahead
luckily,
and jump this?
that Dakota Prescott came through. Because if it wasn't for Dakota, they was about to catch Dakota out of here. Because, Dakota Bus is Columbus.
All right, let me see if I can get that back one more time for
One more
Will.
time. Just watch the safety come down. Safety comes down too hard.
And I apologize, I can't
look
slow
at
it down or
Diggs.
pause it.
Diggs is looking for him to be there at the high.
Interception there. Remember the one that
This
loses
is
the game.
greedy because of the last play. This is literally one play.
You got the out.
Deep ball and so to the end zone.
I'm not. Diggs wasn't balling the week last week. He's still been balling. Another pick. Big pick. Yeah, big
It's all
pick.
good. They still got the dub no matter what,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So,
Cowboys.
hey, Cowboys looking strong.
It ain't. Hopefully not too strong though, because they got the the Vikings in 2 weeks. But
That was a heck of a play. And that was such a change of emotion as, New England's driving. Diggs makes that huge pick six to give them the lead.
I thought that killed the game.
I thought that was it.
Mac Jones
Cowboys
come back.
defense just needs to show up and hold
Dak
them.
made a great pass.
First play. That was a heck
overtime.
of a pass to see.
I mean, I kind of like Kirk Cousins' pass to KJ Osborne better in overtime to win the game. But Dak did a nice job.
Of course
too.
you do.
Of course I do. But it's the Cowboys, so they got the better headlines. But Kirk did his thing too.
Let's see. The one I forgot on there was Pittsburgh.
KC
Oh no, we didn't touch the Baltimore Chargers.
No,
Yeah,
the
I
one
thought
score
that
I
was-
forgot were the Chiefs, and I also forgot Pittsburgh and Seattle from last night, the Sunday night game.
Right. Yeah. I know, but I didn't. Well, I watched a little bit, but it was tougher than. They put up a good fight, but
I believe Pittsburgh came back in that, or
Seattle.
Seattle came back.
took the lead.
Yep.
Yeah, came back, took the lead.
Yeah, Pittsburgh has a 21-7 lead going into half. So yeah, Seattle turned it around.
Says a lot about them
Geno-
Squillers, man.
Yes,
you
it
don't even
does.
have your number one quarterback. Russell is hurt, and
just,
you let
just shout out Geno.
Geno came back and did.
Make
what
sure
he's
you
supposed
like
to
and
do.
share. Make sure you like and share.
Well, Seattle just ran the same play, this little dump down to DJ Dallas when Pittsburgh was running prevent defense down towards the end of the game, just trying to play back, give up big chunks. Alex Collins was moving the ball. And on the flip side, Detroit kind of, Najee Harris could do whatever he wanted. Their offense isn't that great, but they could move the ball against a poor Seahawks defense. But went into overtime, the 20th overtime game of the season so far. That's an NFL record. But Pittsburgh gets it done at home, hitting the field goal, Boswell 52-yarder to win. So an excellent game Sunday night. I guess I'm glad Pittsburgh got the dub. I mean,
Don't give them fools no mercy.
I always like seeing Seattle lose, so
Hey, but man, listen.
good Sunday night wrap-up.
I thought the Chargers and Baltimore game would be better. Now, I'd say people get your popcorn ready. I hope people really did go get their popcorn like I said, because I'm sorry, Lamar Jackson. Ooh, bro, listen. They came out and manhandled them. Now, his stat line wasn't so great where I couldn't make him a baller of the week, but if you watch the game, he controlled the game, and legs, pass. It's literally nothing that Lamar Jackson can't do right now. He got that team on his back. Now we got a big cape session. Now he literally put his cape on, and he's been caping for the Ravens all year, bro, all year. And now,
So speaking of baller performances, let's do it.
shout out Lamar. That was just my notable mention.
Not your baller of the week. So if Lamar wasn't your baller of the week, Jeremiah, who was your baller of the
Well,
week?
I'm a little bit biased. I know it was really between. I had two decisions between a running back and a wide receiver, but I went with the wide receiver just to show him some love because he don't get the love he deserves all the time, and he's a top 10 receiver in the league. Yep, that's right, my guy, Adam Thielen. He had 11 catches, 13 targets, 126 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. Now this is his first game over 50 yards since week 1. Yeah, he did. He was killing Cincinnati. I don't know why they stopped going to him. At their first game over 100 yards this season. See, that's the problem. Because Justin Jefferson been getting a lot. Now the media is trying to do that thing that they did with Diggs and Thielen, but I hopefully Justin kind of he don't let them bump heads and one out like Diggs did. So hopefully they don't bump heads. But Thielen's a good guy. So, but that's my baller of the week, man. That's my bow player.
That's a good graphic. Will, I'm going to blow it up over you. Look at that. Nice work, Jer. And I believe my man JoJo, if you're still watching, he's a big Thielen fan.
You a big Thielen fan, man? Adam.
Well, I think Thielen helped JoJo make it to the championship or the Rhino Bowl, maybe last year or the year before. I think he was early on that, that Thielen's first season coming out undrafted, something like that. But Joe, correct me if I'm wrong.
From Minnesota,
Anyway.
they're like their JUCO team or something like that.
Basically.
Pretty much. It's like second Division 2 or something. But yeah, that's my guy. Shout out Thielen. Wanted to go to him on third down. He make big plays. I had a stat. I forgot what it was. Like he's like leading touchdowns since 2020 or something like that. But it's all good, man. Adam Thielen's my guy. Bow. Player of the week. Baller of the week.
Baller of the week.
Yes, sir.
All right, Big Willie style.
Well, my baller of the week had to go to my man on America's team. Shout out to my man Dak Prescott. Had a 36 out of 51, 445 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns, only threw that 1 pick. He's Fifth in passing right now this season. Got 1,813 yards.
Getting good, buddy.
Third in touchdowns
Good,
behind Matthew Stafford with 16. And second in completions, 73.1 behind Kyler Murray. So like we already said, those boys in the Lone Star State, they kind of rolling real hot right now. And we'll see that defense is kind of carrying them strong, but the offense is still putting up a lot of points and putting them up at a pretty nice rate.
Well, that's 3 straight weeks a Cowboy has been baller of the week. Now it started with me with Zeke. Then you had you had back to back.
Yeah.
It was you with Trayvon last week and you with Dak this week. Now you was going, you didn't want to do that, so.
No.
Yeah, but
Willie picked it up. You can't take it away from him. Dude, balls out.
Yeah, Dak definitely might not be MVP, but he's definitely got comeback player of the year on lock.
Yep. I would agree with that. Another good graphic there from you, Jer.
Yes, sir. Very good graphic. Hey, shout out to my mom. She's the Cowboys fan. The Cowboys looking pretty good right now, so mama's happy. We all happy.
Send that graphic to your mom, man. It's your picture. It's your name on it.
Right.
It is her team. It's her babies.
Let me see if I got mine.
Look, this week I picked your team.
All right, that leads it to me. I'm
Who you
shying away
got?
from
Who
the
you got?
Cowboys
Who's your
this
baller?
week. I'm going with definitely one of the surprises of the season, Cooper Kupp, who was really taking a liking to Matt Stafford.
The fans have been mentioning him for a while, though.
For sure. 9 catches, 130 yards, 2 touchdowns as the Rams just routed the Giants. So he did it against, nobody. But Cooper Kupp is second in the league in receiving yardage, just behind Devontae Adams. He leads the league in touchdowns. He leads the league in targets. He's second in receptions. What else do I got? He's having almost 109 yards receiving a game. And the Rams are a powerhouse. They're 5-1, and he is certainly doing damage on the outside. Like we said, undrafted free agent, I think. Don't hold me to that. Anyway, Cooper Kupp has certainly been balling out, and that's why I made him my baller of the week this week, because he's way overdue. He's been taking care of business all season long. So, week 6, baller of the week, Cooper Kupp.
Right on.
My man. Okay. Let's see. We're going to get some of our notes. Yeah, we'll get some of our business together. We're going to send you folks to a short commercial break. We'll be right back. We're going to go through Will Ward's top 10 power rankings. Jer and I will argue vehemently about those. Then we'll get into week 7.
Debate.
And
we will debate
a short little half hour left in the show. So we'll send you to break, and we'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
If you've ever dreamed of a career in the sports production industry, your dream could come true. The Ohio Media School is enrolling their next sports emphasis class soon. You'll learn about all the different aspects of what goes into the broadcast that you watch or listen to. Go from behind the scenes to the front of the camera. You'll also get hands-on opportunities to practice your skills through the Score On Air network. Call the Ohio Media School at 614-655-5250 or visit beonair.com/Columbus.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player. That is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at TTP Columbus.
In Central Ohio, the Recreation and Parks Department of Columbus operates and maintains 6 affordable courses to test golfers of all abilities. Wilson Road, the Airport Course, Mintel Memorial, Turnberry, Raymond Memorial, and Champions Golf Course. Each municipal course is open to the public, affordable, and offers a unique golfing experience. Want to test your swing at each course? Try the City Sampler or the City Sampler Plus package. These package deals are an even cheaper way to play all 6 city courses. Restrictions apply to tee time availability. Visit crpdgolf.com for more information. Listen up, Columbus. There's a new classic rock station in town. 97.5 The Bear is coming to you from Upper Arlington. your source for classic rock all the time. All the time. We hear those other stations in town do a lot of talking and not enough rocking. You're here for rock radio, not talk radio.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final segment of this episode of That's Debatable. Thanks for sticking around. We're going to jump right into my Power 10 rankings of Week 7. So, starting off.
Who's got us at number 10, Will?
Number 10, we got to start off with the hottest team in Ohio right now. The Cincinnati Bengals have crept into the top 10. I had to give it to them, man. I have to bring them into the top 10. As you see, NR last week, they were not rated. That means not rated NR for the guys that can't follow me right now. But have to show some love to them. Not because, no bias on me, because right now it was us against the Raiders at the 4-2 spot. And because of the Raiders situation, how they just had lost their coach, I think that's a little bit of negative publicity. So they may be on the move out and moving down. And we're going to see how that rolls out for them. So
I like it.
The
hottest team in Ohio is probably the University of Cincinnati.
Hey,
let me
one in the same city.
You could be done. You could be on point though, but let me see first. But I'll keep going.
All right. So number
9. We're gonna let Jared do his calculations over there. You do the math. See if 10 fits. Jared,
number 9.
Will hitting us with number
San Diego. I still call them San Diego. The Los Angeles Chargers. I would have booted them all the way out, but I still think they just had maybe one of those off games. And they just, ran into a hot Lamar Jackson team right now. So we're going to leave it at that. They lost, so they moved down 5 spots. I had them at number 4 last week. And maybe, they bounced back. But right now, it was a little shaken up. So
they looked ugly Sunday. That can happen when you go into Baltimore, though. They still got the team. All right, hit me with the number 8, Will.
So I believe we got the Kansas City Chiefs at number 8. And the only reason I kept them, even though you look at their record and you say, they're not one of the best teams, Patty Mahomes went 397 for 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. They beat Washington 31-13, and if you look at some of those plays that Patty made, it shows you that they still have a lot of fire in that tank. So he was hitting Hartman. He hit Kelsey one time or a few times. Tyreek Hill is back in the move. So I don't want to throw them all the way out of the top 10 because at any moment they can become hot again. And, once they become hot, Patrick Mahomes is going to lead that team. Defense isn't looking all the worst at this point, but, of course, that was a Washington football team that's not all the greatest on offensively, period. So they are number 8, and we'll see how their season keeps rolling. At number 7, we got the Rams. The Rams are 5-1 or better for the second time in 20 seasons. Right now, Cooper Kupp, as we already pointed out, he had a hot game. Stafford's looking pretty good. They're up 1 spot. They were at number 8 last week. So that defense is holding them strong, I really feel. They went only put up 11 points against the Giants. That's a really banged-up team. Danny Dimes has no love anywhere he goes. So
should he?
No, I don't believe so. So at number 6.
Rams look tough. Another NFC division right here. Or not NFC divisional, but in conference.
Conference, yeah. And then that could be one of those matchups with the Rams against Green Bay. That's going to be one of those that's going to be a really good game for any Sunday or Saturday or possibly Monday night this year in the wild card matchup. But I'm not for sure if Green Bay is even going to make it to the wild card because they're looking very hot. And what was his quote of the week this week? I owe you.
I own you.
You know what I mean? So when you're putting out statements like that, you got to come out and back it up each and every time. So Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones, and the rest of the crew, they looking really hot. They looking prolific even. After they started off with that one game against the Saints, they've backed it up 5 straight games, and at 5-1, they got to be at number 6. They can move up, but it's a couple other teams up above them that's really looking a little bit hotter than Aaron and the boys.
That's
so at
right.
number 5.
What team would that be, Will?
At number 5, it's going to be Baltimore. Had to put you said put some respect on their name.
That's not respect, but keep going.
That's no respect.
That's better. That's more than what you've been giving. They should have been at the 5 when you had
They moved 4 spots. They was at 9. And the only reason because, like I said, that loss, that early, not really loss, but that kind of shake up against Detroit.
After Kansas City.
The hangover. So you want to name it the hangover. Excuses are for the weak and incompetent.
They didn't make an excuse. They won.
We're going to see what happens to them this week. After they play this week.
I said that last week.
After they play this week,
they 100% just showed. What?
We're going to see.
After what they did to Herbert, then they showed it. What do you mean? What did they do to Cincinnati?
Now they
do what they always do to Cincinnati.
You calling it a short week? The reason they almost lost to Detroit, man.
You
seen how Cincinnati handled Detroit. You seen that, right?
Was that coming off of Kansas City? Was that coming off of you never beat Patrick Mahomes? Was that an emotional win the week before?
Emotional, man. This is the NFL.
Y'all coming off a loss, ain't y'all? Or did y'all win the week before?
No, we won.
Who y'all beat the league before?
We lost to Green Bay the week before, but that don't matter. You know what I mean? It
So
doesn't
y'all
matter.
have to bounce back against Detroit anyway. It is Detroit.
Number 5, the Baltimore Ravens, man.
They should be 2.
It should be 2. There's no way they can be 2 right now.
Right. Just wait till we get to the next 4.
So at number 4,
there's no way.
Number 4, we got those boys in Dallas. That's like we already said, Dak, Zeke, right there, CD. You know, you can just keep on naming those names, and they're starting to look really efficient every single week. It's starting to look like they're getting into the groove. That defense is looking stout. You know, you got Micah that's doing things.
Micah Parsons.
That's doing things on the offense or the defensive line. You know, of course, you got Diggs out there shutting every single thing down in the no-fly zone. So right now, I can't say anything really bad about Dallas besides just keep your foot on the gas. And, you know, you kind of struggle down the line with New England, but hey,
it's always tough going into New England. The NFL, you can win on any week.
Right.
They showed the grit and, you know, made that big play at the end, still got the win. They played Tampa Bay down to the wire. I mean, you know, I'm looking at their point differential here, and they've outscored their opponents by 60 points through 6 weeks. I mean, you know, 10 a week, 205 points is probably the best in the NFL. They've got the highest scoring offense in the NFL at the moment, so bring it on. They're hot.
So at number 3, we still got Tampa Bay. That's still rolling high. Tom Brady right now is 10-1 in 11 career starts in a 3-day rest. You want to talk about not having any rest? Tom Brady does the best in like 3 days of rest. 10-1. He played on Thursday night against Philly, got the job done. That defense is still looking strong, even though they kind of fluttered towards the end and let Philly get back into the game.
Leonard Fournette, man.
Fournette is looking real strong, so can't really stop them right now, but eventually.
He said I can't trust with them.
Eventually, I'm not for sure if they're going to remain strong just because, like, you've seen Philly get back into it, and that's like a precursor of what can be coming along. I'm not for sure. Let me see who they got next week. Tampa Bay is going to have.
I think it's another easy one.
Chicago. They got Chicago. I don't call Chicago easy.
Well, no, that's not. You can't sleep on Chicago. That's last year when he was like, it's 5 down. So whatever he did, that's when that happened. And after the Chicago loss last year, that's when Tampa Bay just
went on a roll.
Only got what, 2 losses since? 1 loss since?
1 since.
It's in Tampa Bay too, so
yeah, they definitely.
It's going to be tough.
Bruce Arians in that defense will or Todd Bowles in that defense will probably have an answer for Justin Fields.
Yeah, because when they're gonna stop the run, can they get the pass off? We'll have to see. Yeah.
All right, Tampa Bay number 3.
So at number 2, I got tonight's game against the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo has won 4 straight games by plus 18 points or more. They're tied for the second longest streak in the Super Bowl era. So they get 18 points in the last 4 games. We're going to see if they can put up 18 points or more tonight, win by 18 points or more tonight against Tennessee. Tune in, Monday Night Football.
It's going to be a battle. Now they got one of the
really
best run games against the King himself. So
tune in about 8:20 ABC. Should be a really good game for you tonight.
NBC.
Monday night's ESPN.
ESPN. ABC affiliate.
Monday night on ESPN. Also, last week I caped for Derrick Henry tonight, so he's still got to show up and put his cape on if they want any chance to win that game. Because Buffalo has been rolling. Buffalo has allowed 64 points this season. They have
Schneike.
Buffalo has outscored their opponents by 108 points through 6 weeks.
They had a couple shutouts too in those streaks.
Yeah, don't play with your food. They're the definition. Don't play with your food. They blew out the weak teams, but they did what they had to do against Kansas City. That's the game that they needed. Allen finally got over that Patrick Mahomes hump.
So we'll see how they are tonight because we all know that Josh Allen has been Mr. Inconsistent. Sometimes he's hot, sometimes he's not. Tonight can be one of those games where he's supposed to go in there and they beat Tennessee. And we'll see.
Stephon Diggs, so they're my fantasy team.
And JoJo beat us to it.
Arizona number one. You know what?
Number one, yes, are the Cardinals.
I finally agree that Arizona's number one.
After 6 weeks of winning.
Hey, they're 6-0 for the first time.
Week 2 is forever a red. You know, they doing this red flag thing on Facebook. Yeah, week 2, red flag. Because it should have been their field goal. So, yeah, week 2 is my red flag for the Arizona Cardinals. But besides that, after what they did to the Brownies, like going into Cleveland, coming across this game, I kind of said that was going to be a big game for either team last week. I said look out for that game, and I also said look out for the Chargers and Ravens. And both teams made statements. Now, I thought it was going to be a battle. The
other way around.
But I thought it was going to just be a battle on both sides. And, I caped for the Browns. Browns didn't come through. But, yeah, I'm finally on board with them being the number one team. Now, they're undefeated, but if I just have to look through their schedule, it's only one team that played them close, and that's the Vikings. They actually had a chance of beating them. Everybody else, they dog washed.
They 6-0 for the first time since 1974. So everything that my man's had to say right just there, that's all that was trash. Everything you just said was trash.
Oh, my God. You know what? But listen, I don't like your top 10. But
debate it then.
Okay, you know what? I'm not actually going to poo-poo on your Cincinnati take.
You don't like it.
I'm not
Byron don't like it.
No, listen. I actually got them higher. No, but listen, you got Kansas City too high. There's no, you're just giving too much respect to like Patrick Mahomes or something.
Okay.
No, their defense is way too terrible, trash. Giving up the run, giving up the pass. Everybody's scoring on them now. They got it together in the second half against the Reds football team, but They that first half was shaky. Now I should have sent you the pick of Patrick Mahomes where he was looking shook. Now Patrick Mahomes was looking shook.
Oh. Keep going.
Okay, you threw me off. But yeah, Patrick Mahomes is looking shook. I don't like them you got them at 8. That's still too high. And you had them at you had them way too high last week because I didn't even have them in my top 10 last week. But since they won again, I will put them at 10. I will actually move your Bengals up to, you're right. Because with the Raiders, just keep the Raiders at 11 out of respect, but that's not too far. It's just like they're right there on the cusp. They had a nice bounce back win. Now, once the Raiders win again next week and they'll be 5-2, we'll see. I have to debate that with you. But I actually move your Bengals up to 9 because they are looking good. Now, I feel like they should have an extra loss record as well. Week 1 of Kirk Cousins did march down the field. Dalvin Cook fumble, whatever. Blase, but they're 4-2, and that offense does look great. Jamar Chase, touchdown streak stop. Y'all can stop the disrespect to Justin Jefferson. Like, dude's a second-year player, and he ain't let up. Chase is still a rookie. Leave it at that. But he is a baller. No doubt about it. That's not debatable. He's a baller, but he's a rookie. Just put some respect on some of these other people's names. Like Justin Jefferson, been there, done that already. He's still trying to do it. That's a fact. All right, now, but I got them at 9, and you moved the Chargers to 9. I moved the Chargers to 8. Now, because I think last week you had them at 4. Now, that loss was ugly, but since who they lost to, you was already disrespecting them anyway, so I had to rearrange all of that. But I put the Chargers at 8. I like your Rams there. I like the Green Bay there. Now, I moved Dallas to 5. I moved Tampa Bay to 4. Buffalo to 3. Baltimore to 2. And Arizona, because they're undefeated in that last game, was a statement. They're 1. Baltimore has been making statements all year. Now, whether if you like that Lions game or not, the Lions has been a tough out for everybody. Outside, okay, y'all were coming off a loss, so y'all had to make a point. So, that's cool. But besides that, everybody, even the Packers played the Lions close. Like the Lions had a lead against the Packers at one point. Aaron Rodgers finally got it together. Vikings beat them by a field goal. Took a field goal, but they also let them back in that game. They had that game won. And they also, they got manhandled by y'all. So that's been a tough out. And like I said, coming off of that Kansas City week, Baltimore short week is Detroit, bro. What do you think about Detroit? You thought it was gonna go 0-17, 0-16?
Yeah,
exactly. You don't think Baltimore thinking that too? And they got the win that they wanted. Oh, thought you were done just for your. Okay, why am I reading text on it? Okay, that's not good. But nah, bro, I like Baltimore at 2, Arizona at 1. Put a little bit more respect on Baltimore because I like.
That's a lot of respect. You pushed them all the way to 2,
right?
I felt like you've had them too far from beginning with. They should have been
to push them at 2 past Buffalo, past Dallas,
Buffalo
past
out. Buffalo ain't done. Buffalo ain't necessarily play. I like the games. The team. that's a strength of schedule thing. I feel like Baltimore had tougher games, and Baltimore has less. They have less, like more. They have more difficulty to get their wins, and Lamar is really doing it now. Regardless of not, Buffalo do got a nice team, and it's a lot off of Josh Allen's shoulders. The run game strong, and they got They got more weapons. Tight ends looking good. The defense number one in the league. Baltimore got a tough defense, but Lamar has lost his running backs. Le'Veon Bell just got a touchdown over the weekend. So, so I'm just like, what he's doing. We talk about caping. He's literally caping for the Ravens. That's why I got him at 2.
That's what makes them not as good of a team. They only got one dude. Baltimore can beat you 40 different ways.
No, Baltimore. I mean, Lamar could do what.
That's what makes
Lamar
Buffalo
do?
a better team.
Yeah. What can't Lamar do though?
That's it. He can do anything.
And his passing is
That's what
on
makes
point
Baltimore a weaker team. Is because if you shut down Lamar, it's
shut
game
down half
over.
of the team. I can't say
big
but
if.
it's easier
It's
to say
not.
it than done.
Right.
That's
Buffalo,
a big
Buffalo's
if.
backup quarterback could come in and handle the team. He would just have to manage it because their run game and their defense could take care of it. Baltimore without
Josh
Lamar,
Allen makes plays.
done.
Well, that's
Cincinnati
true.
takes on Baltimore in Baltimore this week. My man Luke Wilson has been doing phenomenal. We got my man Von Bell and Jesse Bates out back there, the safeties. The defensive line is looking strong, so that defense is going to come ready to play. We know what Lamar brings. You know how to stop Lamar. You don't got to worry about Le'Veon, Freeman, whoever else is out there. Stop Hollywood. This is a battle of, AFC North opponents. So this is a big week for both teams, honestly. This is battle
It's
of the
bigger
AFC
for the
North,
Bengals,
the top of the AFC North.
If the Bengals want to show that they're for real, like this is like they need to not necessarily make a statement, but because if they win the game at all, that's the statement.
Yeah, and even if we play
Because this has been a Ravens division since Lamar has taken over.
Right.
And it's been the Ravens division for a while, period, anyway. But so that's a bigger game for y'all. It's a big game for the Ravens too, just because they got to show like, y'all still little bro. Get out of here. But y'all show like, we ain't little bro no more. We here. So
as long as we don't stink it up like the Chargers just did, that's all that matters. As long as you don't let Lamar get 50-yard runs. We done seen Lamar do the spinny up the middle. Pass it off. You got to go ahead and smack him and hit him right down. I love Lamar, but at the same time, when we got to take on Lamar, I don't got no respect for you, man.
You want them dirty Bengals. You want them Burfitt.
I need them Vontez Burfitts to come out. You already know what it is.
Yeah, dirty ball.
That's a real linebacker, bruh. So, that's it for the top 10.
Yeah, but your top 10 was cool. But
that's a pretty good segue there, Will. You highlighted one of the key matchups next week in Cincinnati and Baltimore.
The only key matchup next week.
So
it's not even a lot of implications like it was this past weekend.
Yeah, this week 7 matchup.
Tennessee, KC, that might matter for later on down the road. But
yeah, this week 7 is kind of weak. You got Buffalo, Dallas, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, the Chargers, and the one-win Jacksonville Jaguars all on a bye week this week. So in a Thursday night game, we're going to see if the Cleveland Browns can rebound against Denver Broncos. And I think I'm going to go with the Broncos on that one. I don't know what you guys are facing, but I'm going to roll the Broncos on that one.
You going to do quick pick 'em?
Let's go.
Quick pick 'em. All right. You got the Broncos. I got the Browns. I gotta go with the Browns again, even though they banged up.
Denver at Cleveland. Denver.
All right, that's 2 for Denver, 1 for
Low
the
scoring game.
Browns.
Low scoring game.
All right, Kansas City at Tennessee. Kansas City is a 4-point favorite.
Kansas City got to get it done.
I'm taking the Titans.
Wow. And I'm going with KC.
All right. Washington at Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Packers, 10-point favorite.
Yeah, Green Bay easy.
Clean sweep. All right. How about the Atlanta Falcons at Miami Dolphins? I'm taking the Hot Atlanta Falcons coming off
We
a
just
bye
started
week.
where I'm making bad picks at.
I'm weak.
My man said I'm making bad picks. I just want to know where. Cleveland?
I don't know, but I got
I got ATL.
Yeah, I got Atlanta too.
Falcons. New York Jets at New England. Got to take the Patriots.
I'll take the Patriots rookie over the Jets rookie.
Carolina Panthers at the New York Giants.
Carolina finally in their losing streak and get back on track.
Panthers take care of business for sure.
Yep, Panthers all the way.
Will's hot matchup. Cincinnati fighting Bengals.
Best game next week.
Against the Baltimore weak butt Ravens.
Let me not say that because every time I say that, somebody get blown out. So
I'll take Cincy on the road. That'll be a tough one.
You know what? I got Lamar, man. Sorry, Lamar Jackson.
That's what
I got Lamar.
Stick with your man, though.
I got Lamar.
Know where I'm rolling.
All right.
Philadelphia say no more.
Yeah,
Here it comes. Yeah,
Philadelphia. Philadelphia at Las Vegas Raiders.
We'll see how that go.
Raiders.
I got
keep
Derek
rolling.
Carr go. They go 5-2. It's still looking good.
You know what? I circled the Raiders, but when I just looked at it again, man, I think about what they just got done doing against Tampa Bay this past week. And Philly looked real nice kind of in the second half, but I'm still going with the Vegas. You know what I mean? So,
all right.
That's a big win.
Yep.
But I think if there's anywhere where there's an asterisk for a possible upset is right there. Keep that one,
Philly,
highlighted. Philly may bring out the upset.
I like
my
that
asterisk
too.
for the upset is actually y'all, because if y'all win, that's an upset, no matter how you look at it.
That's what's supposed to happen, man. That's not what 13
Lamar gets it done.
All right, next game, winless Detroit Lions at the LA Rams.
Next question.
Next question. Houston at Arizona. Next question.
Yeah, on paper, that is game of the week. Yeah, that is. But Rams smoke them. Arizona smoke them.
Rams are a 15.5-point favorite against the Lions. Cards are 17-point favorite.
Oh, timeout. Jared Goff goes back to L.A., though. Does that mean anything? That don't mean nothing.
Don't mean nothing.
Jared Goff back to L.A.?
I can't even entertain it, man.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Hey, Aaron Donald been waiting for this opportunity. Every practice they say don't hit the quarterback. This is Aaron Donald's chance to smack Goff right now. So, hey, keep your stretchers ready.
Oh, man.
All right. How about Chicago Bears at Tampa Bay?
Goat.
Goat in that defense. Goat three ways. How about, here's a tough one, Indianapolis Colts at San Francisco.
Sunday Night Football.
Sunday
I got Walker to him wins. Got the Colts.
You taking win?
I got the Colts. Sorry, buddy.
That's a toss-up for real, man.
It's going to be a tough game.
Coming off a bye week, though, y'all should be looking good.
Yeah.
I'll get to some
Is
issues.
Jimmy G or is it Trey or?
That's the question.
That's the question mark, and that's why I'm going San Francisco at home, though.
2-1. And Monday Night Football, the New Orleans Saints coming off a bye week, going into Seattle.
I got Nolans.
504 boys.
Coming off a bye week is always a very big advantage in the NFL. Going into Seattle's tough. Seattle showed some grit last night.
Let's go, Jameis.
But I'm going to take the Saints as well. I need a bunch of Alvin Kamara and Mike Thomas for my fantasy league. So
is Mike Thomas back?
They hungry for a dub.
He should be back next week. He's eligible to play, so hopefully. And with that, that wraps up just a quick, brief preview of NFL Week 7. Those are our quick picks.
Got the
and
Cowboys
with that
coming
discussion
into
of the Sunday Night Football game, that'll lead me into our cape. Let's put on some capes. We're about done with the show. We got to wrap things up.
I think I got a fantasy draft coming soon. So that's debatable fantasy basketball. If you ain't in it, sorry. You guys, I meant to send you that. I meant to send you that link for sure. Do you do fantasy? You do fantasy too? Yeah, I'm gonna send both of y'all that link. But I had them.
So what Jared's saying, that's debatable fantasy basketball draft.
There you go.
Drop an email or hit either one of us in the chat, in the email, if you want to get in. And it's a lot of people that has a lot of doubt on what I've called on my top 10. A lot of people that's doubting anything that the Vikings are doing.
Are you already in it? You in it? I'm not going to tell y'all. No, it's my fault. Keep going.
But, hey, if you want to get into basketball, fantasy draft is coming up soon. NBA starts tomorrow. It's not too late to start a fantasy draft. So, let's get it. So, as far as who we putting our cape on, for those who don't know, maybe you're new to the show, don't know what the cape is. Cape goes, I'll let you explain, Jerry.
Man, we pretty much, the way I came up with it is a team that kind of lost, but we also got it is if a team, even if they did win, but they got a big game next week and that team still might need to put their cape on, you could do it that way. Or, like I usually go with a loser and how they schedule goes for the next week, and I feel like they could get a dub, and it's just a bounce back thing. So this week, I'm putting on my cape for now. They did win, but even if Tennessee lose tonight, they play Tennessee. I'm putting my cape on for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs defense. So Patrick Mahomes himself has been turning the ball over a lot. He's had 6 interceptions last year, and he had 5 interceptions the year before that. Now, the year he won MVP, he did throw 12 picks, but he also threw 50 touchdowns. So it's like that was his first year starting. So since he really ain't throwing that much picks, this year he already got 8 interceptions. And I should have shot you that clip because I seen him throw a wild play. Picks up the fumble, throws it up. Interception. I don't know what Patrick Mahomes and them doing. They've been looking shaky. Now they've been beating the teams they're supposed to be beating, but losing the teams that we thought they could still beat.
Right.
So we'll see how they go. Now they should win against Tennessee next week, but I need them to make a statement against a semi-good team, at least a division winner. Caping for Philly.
Excuse me. Hit it, Will.
I'm putting my cape on for Cincinnati, not because I'm a fan, but just because I want to see them, prevail against adversity, which we all know that the offense of Baltimore is pretty strong. And I just want to see that defense stand up and make a stop against a potential Super Bowl, contender. Not just, the Squealers or the Lions or, the no-nameless Vikings that we did what we did and we done it and got a dub. But this one right here, it really going to mean something on paper. So, bar from that, from my bias of a fan, like my man Johnson just said, I want to see Philly come into Vegas and get a quality dub there too. Because if you can beat a Vegas team that's 4-2, you 2-4, and you had just a little glimmer of light against Tampa Bay at the end of the game, you should be able to come back and keep that momentum rolling against Vegas, who's down a head coach right now. So that means you got a different philosophy in the locker room. You got a lot of negative publicity in the locker room right now.
Carr's team right now.
So we'll see if a man Jalen, is it Jalen?
Jalen Hurts.
Mr. Hurts and the previous Heisman Trophy winner and all those regular other guys that play for the Eagles, if they can come into Vegas and get a dub.
We'll see if they do. That's, yeah. The Raiders surprised me. I thought with Gruden resigning, I thought they'd be in shambles after the week before. So
did you just cape for Philly?
Raiders, yeah.
I did honorable mention.
Yep, honorable mention.
Okay, I got you.
All right, that leads it to me. I'm going to homer up. I am a fan. I'm caping for the San Francisco 49ers this week, coming off a bye week. But like we briefly touched on, Trey Lance is hurt. Jimmy G is still kind of banged up. They don't know who's going to be starting. It's not looking like Trey Lance, so it's probably looking like Jimmy Garoppolo. QB2 would be Nate Sudfeld. And Indianapolis has kind of been gaining a little momentum. They certainly took care of business last week against Houston at home. Carson Wentz can kind of get it done. Jonathan Taylor's looking mean. They got a good receiving core. Their defense is tough.
Played the Ravens tough.
So they're certainly going to bring some competition into Levi's Stadium. Hopefully San Francisco and the coaching staff can come up with a good game plan to stop Jonathan Taylor and sort of get their offense going. But that'll be the two big question marks for the Niners is, if Garoppolo's going, he's still a little bit banged up. We'd like to have Lance, but he's probably out. So just a tough spot for the Niners, especially coming off bye week when you want to get back things going, running prime time. So that's who's got my cape this week is the San Francisco 49ers. They need to ball out, and they definitely need to get a win because that division's getting out of hand quick with Arizona Cardinals at 6-0 and the LA Rams at 5-1. So San Fran at 2-3 is already a little ways back. So makes it tough, but we'll see. Anybody can win on any given day. That's the beauty of the NFL.
Any given Sunday.
So for those still listening, if anybody's on, throw us your cape of the week. Who you think needs to, show up and perform, get their team a dub.
And for those still tuned in, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for commenting and making this show what it is today. So as always, make sure you like, comment, and most of all, share this for the crew at That's Debatable.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Basketball back, man. Yeah, we're going to be debating a lot on that, man. I can't wait.
So continue to watch. Continue to tune in. We got a lot more sports coming up. We got NBA coming up. Of course, the NFL is going to keep rolling. Baseball is coming to an end. Columbus Blue Jackets are 2-0. So any sport that you want to hear us talk about, debate, let us know in the chat. And I don't know if anybody else has got anything in. Follow me on all platforms, social media platforms at Will Ward 288.
Yeah, my name's Ryan Dietrich, as always. Excuse me, the voice of reason. Will, I did catch your guys' little clip that you produced for the Score on Air Network. They went down, did a little preview of the CBJ. opening night down at Nationwide Arena was pretty cool. That's up on the Score On Air Network Facebook page. So check out all things created by the students here. Once as always, shout out Ohio Media School, Adam Dell. Go Niners, man. And tonight, I'm looking forward to an exciting game, Buffalo and Tennessee. My money's on the Bills. I think they're going to cover. That's been the good bet the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Put it on the Bills, let them roll. See if Derrick Henry can do anything.
Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs are my 2 starters for my fantasy team, so I need them to ball out.
And that always
Emmanuel Sanders to get some work.
I need them to ball out.
But
But
already got a dub.
you already know, man. Follow me at Jared Bays, Facebook, King Jared Jared's World _23, Instagram. That's debatable. Instagram, the real debatable. Twitter. That's debatable. YouTube, that's debatable. Facebook, that's debatable. Facebook group, that's debatable. That's debatable. Just plug it in your head, plant them seeds, share it. That's debatable. Jared Bays, Ryan Dietrich, Reward. We'll see you next week.
You got it. And in honor of my baller of the week, Cooper Kupp, I'm going to take you out with a little 2-minute clip of every one of Cooper Kupp's catches from week 6. Thanks for tuning in, gang. Have a good night.
Henderson adding to the blitz coverage on the pickup, and that allows time for Stafford to find Cooper Kupp for a big gain out across the 40 to the 45-yard line. Stafford over the middle. Cooper Kupp with good hands makes the catch in front of Peppers.
Nothing.
CT, thank you. Stafford looking deep, looking for Cooper Kupp, and sure enough, Kupp pulls it in Giant territory.
With Peppers, but it takes time. You've got to be able, and that's why you want to run the ball out.
Play clock down to 1. They get the snap off, fake to Woods. Stafford throws, it is caught, it is a touchdown. Cooper Kupp tight roping the sideline.
Cooper Kupp just cuts it off to the pylon. The state of mind, the presence of mind to make sure you tuck that ball in.
In that, never-ending
I would have gotten a 3-point stance, but I'd be afraid I'd split my pants.
Stafford dropped it, picked it up, got it to Kupp, and Cooper Kupp turned into a big play. And Rams tempo again. Safety blitz for the Giants. Peppers got a hit on Stafford, but he delivered on target to Kupp anyway. Down to the 26-yard line, a first down. 5-man pressure. Stafford passed the sticks to Kupp for a first down in front of Bradbury.
It's complex with the blocking schemes they use.
So they lined up Kupp in the backfield that time, had him do some pre-snap motion. He ends up going out for the screen into McKinney. Just get the snap off. Stafford backpedaling, finds Cooper Kupp. And a burst to the end zone for another Rams touchdown, and Cooper Kupp, his second of the day.
11 formation, here he is right here. He's playing flanker, so this is F slide. So you run the fake 18 F slide, orchestrate and working through traffic, catch the ball.